Welcome back, YouTube, for another market analysis video for the London session. Today we're going to be going over S&P 500 and also going over gold for some of the levels we're going to be trading tonight. So let's get into it. We're going to be stepping into a 10-tick chart here on S&P 500, reviewing the levels that we're going to be trading tonight. You can see that we went from trending to the upside to stalling out 1, 2, 3 times here at the same level, right around 28.53.50, and we actually have a short going right now to try to pull it back down to the impulse levels, which are going to be somewhere down below over here. So let's go ahead and highlight that here real quick. Impulse to make that push higher. There's going to be one slightly sooner, so I'll probably move this up just a little bit. Top of the peak, we had two trades going on this one. We took profit on one. The other one is above break even, so it is risk free at this point. You can see up 2.5 points right now, and we're going to try to pull it down for maybe about 5 points on this fade opportunity. Now we are going to be playing that level. We're in a sideways motion right now, which is 28.53.50 as the resistance and 28.42.50 as a earlier level. Again, there's going to be something down below, which is about the 37.50, but we'll see how we want to play that. It's going to be our range. Now there could possibly be somewhat of a diamond formation that forms, which means that we're coming up. You can see how we would gauge that move up here, right? And we're pulling back down, and if we get a pull back down and we can't make a new low, then we're going to actually press and extend it back into the 53.50, and probably even higher, maybe into the 28.60s for the long side. So we're going to be looking at an opportunity to do that. We're going to trail that right to the bottom of this area, but we're going to be looking for an opportunity to extend that to the upside for tonight if we get that opportunity. But again, we are looking for something along the lines of coming into 28.53.50, failing a couple times up. You can see we took some profit there for 5 points. Very good trade. Just wanted to let you guys see one that's live there. Now we're going to see it come into this level, and if we get it to come into this level, we're going to look for failures. It can even break above and come back and try to hold it and fail it and then come back again. That's what we're going to look for a downside confirmation. Now if we get back into these levels, we'll let it go into these levels, either here, bounce around, or it could come down here and bounce around, get some opportunities of rotation, and then we'll look for an upside move. Now if we break below the actual level of support that you guys see, then we're going to be looking for some pullbacks in here, for some resistance rotations here, some failures, and then look for a downside move from there. But again, as you guys can see, our impulse level here is highlighted. Our support, actually, you know what, we'll take this off. We just want to highlight where we're going to take some profit there, but we'll take that off. This is going to be our range here. It's getting a little bit more clearer. As you can see, we'll look for some rotations there. To try failure, maybe even a inverse head and shoulders. That will be very nice for an opportunity up, or we're going to be looking for something along the lines of a double bottom and then take that back up. Again, you can also do the other end where you're going to look for those resistances here in this sideways motion and then take it back down into your impulses lower. So that's what we're going to be looking for on the S&P 500. And even when you look at a 5 tick, you guys can see everything that was what we were looking for on that trade. It was a very, very nice trade that played out. Everything kind of fell in line. Now just pure price action, just to let you guys see and go over it. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 rotations fail. Entry opportunities come in right over here, short to the downside. Great opportunity to move it back down, right? Again, you're probably going to be coming to the bottom of the range if you can, which is all the way down at these 37.50s. It'd be a great opportunity to see some bounce from there. So you guys can see when you go into a 5 tick, there's a lot more rotations that you can see. There's a lot more information that you can gauge. And there's other things that you can use to qualify the actual trade. As you can see, we've got a couple things coming overhead to qualify the actual trade. VWAP is slightly moving in between everything, so wasn't much of a help on that one. But volume did decrease on our end, so it was a good trade filled with a lot of criteria for that entry opportunity. But yes, that's what we'll be looking for on S&P 500. Let's again move these studies off. We'll be looking for the market to come back up against these 5350s, and then hold that, look for the downside, or look for some support coming in right over here, and look for some bounces here for the upside movement. So a couple things we'll be looking for there. Let's take a look real quickly at gold. Gold is somewhat of a similar scenario, except we are above the level. All right, so we were ranging for a while. What was very good opportunities for the shorts, and we took a couple today. In the US session, and also took a couple in the Asian session. Shorts and longs went ahead and bought some low and then sold some high. Now we're above this range, so we're going to be looking for this market to pull back. Now I'm not going to be looking for a breakout right away. As you can see, we did break out already though. I'm going to look for the market to come back, hold the support, and then we're going to look for long opportunities from there. Now for me, I'd be a little bit more comfortable with looking for maybe 3 rotations versus just 2. I want that strong confirmation that we're going to be going to the upside from there. Now if we don't hold this, we could hold it for 2 rotations, and then all of a sudden it could fail to go up higher and then come right back down. Now if we do that, this is a good opportunity to take this trade right back down into the bottoms of the actual range, right down over here, and maybe even down below over here. So we're going to be looking out for that. Now if the market does something along the lines of coming back into the bottom of this range and giving us some support, then again we're going to be looking for double bottoms, inverse head and shoulders, 2 try failures, take that back up to the upside. Now if we break below this support, again it's going to be our resistance rotations we want to see, and a pull down. Not really liking breakout trades when you're in a range, sideways motion, probably the worst type of trade to try to put on to trading when you have a range day. So we'll see how it reacts. We had a good strong strength through the level, right? And now that we're through that level, we're going to be looking to see if we get a pullback. Now for me, I don't really like these smaller pullbacks for continuation. They can be possible, but a lot of times, markets exhaust at the top, come back to pull back, find these buyers coming in, and then you'll get that strength move from there. So we'll kind of wait that one out. If it just goes, then we'll let it go, and then we'll redo our levels based off of where price action is at during the actual London session trading together. Now let's take a look at everything else. You guys can see some of the trades that we put on, some of the good opportunities that we had. And we'll go ahead and hide all these studies. And let me see here, trade. Now let's take a look at what we're looking at here. We have, again, that range, took some opportunities, took some shorts, took some longs. Now we were bouncing around that area, good area. We're above that area, so you can see we're bouncing around again above that area. We're going to let that thing pull back. As we let it pull back, we're going to allow that price action to move, that structure to build, and then we're going to get a good confirmation with other things, other criteria that holds the support for the long, or the resistance criteria for the short. We're going to be looking for that as well if we come back down here and we head back down into the bottom of our range. All right, this might be a little bit of a closer area here, so we'll take that off. But yes, that's what we're going to be looking for on the long side and on the short side at the top of these 1744s, and at the bottom of these maybe 35 areas. We're going to be looking for some longs too if we hold that support there. Again, you want to confirm it with pattern recognition, price action movement, and other criteria such as like moving averages and your technicals if you do have that. You want to follow that process every single day that you take the trade, so that you do build that confidence. You do need that confidence as you're trading. That is your oxygen as a trader. You're going to need to continually build that confidence. And the way you do that is by practicing, and identifying, even in your failures, what might be wrong, critiquing and working at it over and over and over again. So That's what we're going to be looking at on gold and also on S&P 500. That's going to be our levels. Hopefully you guys like that. If you guys did like that, please smash that like button. If you guys have any other questions, please feel free to contact me at david@tradeproacademy.com or write some messages here on YouTube. If you are subscribed, thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you are not subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to have anything specific put out on this YouTube channel as far as the videos, just go ahead and let me know here on the YouTube channel, and I can go ahead and make some videos for that. You guys take care. Have a great night.